दिल्ली में आपका स्वागत.
ನಿಲ್ದಾಣದ ಕಡೆಗೆ ಹೊರಟಿರುವರೆ
Hyderabad Punjab Express Saiyami Station Netaji Bhavan. Cricbuzz.
RCB came out to bat to huge expectations, to fireworks, to drum rolls, to an even louder chant in the stadium. But Punjab came and got complete calm to the chaos. They have restricted RCB to 190 runs in their 20 overs. Virat Kohli, the highest run getter with 43 of 35 balls. Arshdeep Jamieson getting 3 wickets. Vaishak getting 1 wicket. We are back at Voltas Presents Cricbuzz Live. I've got Zach and Joyda with me. Is restricted a correct word? Will they be happy with 190 going into the dugout? The RCB dugout's body language looked a little unhappy. So who's going to be happier?
They'll be very, very happy. I think, it was a complete bowling performance. When you look at how the pitch is also playing, the plans were simple. We've seen that in the previous game as well when they played against MI. They were looking to bowl those lengths, short pitch delivery, the variation which was coming into play. A lot of deliveries which were bowled into the pitch slower ones. And that seems to be the plan from Punjab, which has worked for them in the previous game. And this game also they've not disappointed. 190 before the start of the game, choosing to bowl first. Wicket should get better in the second half. So considering all the things, I think they'll be very happy with this effort.
Joyda, you agree Punjab's the happier side?
I totally agree. And especially with so many explosive batsmen. You have Livingston. I mean, forget about Salt, Livingston. These are all explosive. Romario Shepherd. Even Kunal Pandya has changed. He's been a finals man of the match. So you look at that, I think they've done a fabulous effort. And when the 17th over started and Jamieson went for 3 sixes, you said, okay, now the floodgates have opened.
Things are going to turn around.
And then you thought that, okay, 210, 215 was on. But the way they came back after that, within that over itself, Jamieson goes and gets a wicket. And completely the momentum changes again. And I think it's fantastic. If you take away that 23-run over,
yes.
Okay, the highest ever scored in an over was 14. So they never got really big overs. That was the one big over they got, the breakthrough over they got. And that tells you what Punjab did today. Consistent bowling. They just stuck to their plans, kept doing what they had to. They got hit. It's okay. It doesn't matter. Just stay to it. And I thought it was fantastic. I mean, whatever now happens, I mean, RCB have a fantastic bowling side. The game could change in the second half. But if you look at this, the Punjab bowlers have done their job. Now, what happens from now on, nobody knows.
You spoke about that 23-run over and then you said the next one was 14. But this got off to that start which Phil Salt gave them. Zach, we spoke about it in the comm box and you felt like, all right, are they going to press on that accelerator? Do you think they were being too cautious from early on in the innings?
Well, first half, even if you're a little cautious, that is understandable. It's when you make the charge. I think from 10 over onwards, if you look at that passage of play where they've scored 45 runs, lost wickets.
Yes.
2 wickets they've lost in that 11 to 15 overs. Had they not lost wicket there, that would have been the difference of 15-20 runs. And I think that's where the key phase was.
Yes,
the
Rajat, Patidar, Virat.
Rajat and Virat getting out there. That was the crucial phase. And Punjab, what they've done brilliantly is that they've been consistent in taking wickets. So even if they were put under pressure, they just followed the process to the T without really looking at what's happened in the previous over or the previous delivery. They just kept doing the basics and sticking to the plan, and that seems to have worked for them. Like I was saying, the into the pitch slower ones. You've seen the number of Yorkers also they've bowled. It's not that many, but that was the plan. Seemed like that, and managed to control things very well. 5 wickets in the last 5 overs. Even though you've gone for 12 runs per over, almost 12 runs per over, I think 58.
58 for 5.
So that shows that the pitch has played well. There is nothing that is going to be alarming at this stage when they look at this 190 total, and that's why I think the disappointment which was seen in RCB dugout, and there's enough confidence and calmness is shown in the Punjab camp. For that reason, I think they will be fancying their chances to chase down this total.
Zach, this is something that Jamieson was saying as well. I'm just going to the Cricbuzz app to tell you all what he said. He said, has to be good enough for us. Good surface, slower balls weren't sticking in as much as they were the other day. Slower ones were effective 2 nights ago. Going short was the plan we made. Tried to mix it up a little bit with fuller balls.
Yeah, they got 4 wickets with the fuller balls. And, I'll tell you the most important thing about this is who are the expensive bowlers? Who are the bowlers they've gone for? Because Jansen's not there anymore, okay? So the guy who's really done the job for them, take a look at it. It's, Arshdeep is your lead bowler. Arshdeep and Chahal are your 2 expensive bowlers. But the guys who've really contributed a lot, Kyle Jamieson, Zai, Vishak. And Jamieson, that 48 looks a bit lopsided because of that 23 run over. But he did a marvellous job as well, got wickets in important places, and Zai as well. And Vishak was, for me, he was the best of the lot because the control with which he bowled, important final, he's coming in place of Harpreet. He's the one guy who's not played consistently all the matches, and he just came in and did his job. Take a look at what he did, I mean...
Zach, are you happy with that pitch math there?
Well, we've been talking about that, isn't it? So the plan was pretty straightforward and clear. And maybe, that's the reason that they've not made that tactical call. So that temptation of bringing in left-arm spinner, Harpreet Brar for Vishak, was basically, in the end now, seems like a pretty straightforward decision for Punjab because this was the plan. This plan worked for them in the previous game. They wanted to continue with that plan. Those 15 deliveries which he's bowled, which were pretty much back of the length into the pitch and varying it with pace, resulting in Jitesh's wicket as well for him, which was crucial wicket because at that stage looked like Romario and Jitesh were the ones who RCB was relying on to get them over 200, 205, 10, that kind of total really keeps you in the game through and through.
Yes.
So I think from that point of view, that momentum shift is evident at this stage, that they're feeling that maybe 15 run short at this stage, RCB.
I'll also tell you one thing. If you remember, I think it was Jitesh only who's got dropped a couple of balls back. Oh no, what was it? Romario Shepherd. No, it was Jitesh.
Romario
to Praveen Dubey, who dropped the catch.
And then Jitesh comes in and he bowls, Vishak bowls, and he gets the wicket, okay? And he starts celebrating and he stops. He's like there, and then you can make out that they've had a chat in the dressing room. I mean, I'd love to hear about it later, that they've been told, be under control, don't celebrate too much, be under control, the match is still not over, stay within yourselves. And I just love the way all of them have a very controlled effort, You don't see heads hanging down, they're all under control, so they've obviously had a pep chat before and they've stuck to that, saying that, okay, whatever it happens, we go for 23, we take wickets, we are calm. We'll just keep doing what we have to do. And I thought 190 after that is marvellous.
And that's what Shreyas did in the last match as well. After winning the match, there was no celebration. So clearly the message has been that we don't celebrate till the job has been done. But because of the way they've played, RCB had that collapse towards the end. 5 wickets in the last 5 overs. Zach, if you see that scorecard, there was lots talked about Virat's strike rate today, but he was trying to play that anchor's role around him. He expected people to get those runs, but wickets just kept falling.
I mean, you look at the 10-over mark, right? You still have enough firepower if you play that one phase well and then launch. So basically to get to 215, 220, you need those 20-run overs. They managed to get one. They needed maybe one more. And that is something which was important.
Yes.
8 wickets in hand gives you that kind of comfort.
And as spectators, we just kept wondering when is it going to be, because we said, okay, now they'll go for the attack. Besides that 1 over, we didn't see it coming, Joy.
No, they tried. They went for the attack because yes, they had batters. Because you're right. You're talking Patidar, fantastic player of spin. Patidar, Jitesh, Livingston, Romario Shepherd, Kunal Pandya. 5 batters like that for the last 6-7 overs. You'll say, okay, in this 6-7 overs, I should get 12 an over at least. 70-80 I should get. They ended up getting 58. If you look at it that way, they just did not manage to convert. And I think that you give them, you just have to give Punjab credit. They kept bowling the lines. Something goes over for a 6, it's okay, it doesn't matter. Romario gets hold of one ball. It doesn't matter. Just keep doing what you have to do.
Because Zach, everyone got off to a start. If you see, there were lots of starts, but no one could really convert it into a big score. Because usually when you see big knocks, you see that, someone converts big. If you see that middle order, there's 26, there's 25, there's 24. There's been no conversion really.
And the innings started like that, isn't it? Phil Salt actually giving them that good start, that injection which was required right at the top, put Arshdeep under pressure. That's their main bowler. But after that, not playing enough deliveries to take it to the next level. And that seems to be the story through and through. And that is something which we have to see how it unfolds. Whether Punjab manages to change that. One guy carrying the innings through, or it's the pitch which is going to be like that, whether RCB bowlers, they absorb pressure and then they stay in the hunt. I think wickets is something which is going to be key because when you look at Punjab's bowling effort as well, yes, they stuck to the processes, but they managed to take wickets.
Yes.
When they were put under pressure, the wicket was coming. And I think that is something which really worked for them. And that's the difference of 20-25 runs. So we talk about finals, we talk about pressure. For RCB, they need that spark. I mean, the one thing which you notice in their batting effort, that they were worried faces. And that was not the case with Punjab so far in the game, So the 20 overs looks like RCB right now is doubting whether they are able to secure. But Punjab is feeling confidence.
The body language looks
the body language is looking like that. So for RCB to change that body language, someone will have to put his hand up and say that, okay, 1 wicket or 2 wickets. And then suddenly that energy is going to change. If that doesn't happen, it's going to be very difficult for RCB to really pull this game from Punjab.
Joyda, they need to bowl like qualifier 1. That copy-paste button is what they need when they come out to bowl.
Perhaps to a certain extent, but I also feel that the pitch on which they got they bowled against Punjab, and where Punjab was looking for runs, not knowing what is a good total, is a very different situation from Punjab knowing 190 is the total. Look, I think Zach has said one very important thing. On this pitch, if they don't lose wickets, odds are 70% chance they'll get 190.
Yeah.
So they'll tell themselves, if we don't lose stupid wickets and we have wickets in hand, we will get 190.
Yes.
So the question is, they have a target in hand. When they went in for qualifier 1, they didn't know what was a good target. Priyansh was swinging. They said, okay, 220 is good, 230 is good. They batted like they were millionaires. They threw away their wickets. But I think this time there'll be a more controlled effort. But this is a very good RCB bowling side, and 1 or 2 wickets can change everything. I think the key is the opening partnership and Shreyas, because Shreyas is so key to them. Because not just of what he scores, it's a psychological thing. While he's still standing there, I think it's very difficult for the opponents to look and say that, okay, we are on top of the game. So big second half coming up, but I think it's ideally set up, Another 20-25 odd runs and you would have said that, RCB is going to be ascendant.
And also the 2 youngsters up top, we know they're very, very aggressive. Would you send Bhuvi to get, would he bowl 3 overs on the trot, you think? And not give him that ball towards the death?
I think you'll have to stay with the game. This is going to be a very interesting second half for sure because of that reason. What kind of approach RCB chooses. You want to be aggressive and look for wickets and look to make the game in the first half itself, or you just want to just get through the power play. Power play is going to be very important. So you don't want Punjab to run away with the game in that phase. Even if you don't take wickets, the finals pressure at some stage is going to come in.
Yes.
And you got to push the game to that level where that pressure is felt. So that should be RCB's plan. So I think they're not going to be over-attacking. They still want to be balanced. But what they need is that spark in the field right now, because I think that seems to have lost. And that is very important in a big day like finals.
Well, they've got the experience, Joyda. We know what Hazlewood does, that nagging test length. We know Bhuvi with those knuckle balls. He's reinvented himself. So it is very evenly poised because the experience RCB has, and with Punjab, they're very fearless and they're very furious when they go out and bat. So it's going to be a very good battle.
Yeah, I think just that's exactly what, I don't think they'll ever tell Priyansh to do what he has to because he's a young player. They'll say, do you play your shots? But they'll tell Prab that, choose your shots. You're going to get enough opportunities because in the first 6 overs with the field, just 2 fielders out, somebody like a Prabhsindran is a good enough batter to make runs even without taking too many risks.
Yes.
But I think if they manage to do that, get past that first 6 with a decent score with just, maybe 1 wicket less, not more than 2 wickets down, then I think the match is superbly set up.
So what is that decent score, Joyda? I know that Zach won the prediction game. Let's give him a round of applause. It's all over,
Please
GK.
let GK know there is no competition now.
No, he's like the Titans in the league stage. He's finished off the tournament very early. And he's already sealed his qualification spot.
But I'd like to take it to the next level, only for GK.
Only for GK.
No, he's picking up that trophy. There's absolutely nothing left now.
No, it's done. The trophy is done. The question now is, he's now trying for a world record. Can I go above 50%? Because right now he's at 50, no matter what happens.
Yes.
So if he gets this one as well, he'll be above 50, which has never happened in the history of the game.
World record then, Zach. What's
GK
it going to
is a
be?
sore loser.
Tape that, send it downstairs.
We need to clip that
Prediction
out.
is 50 from my side now.
First ball 4, in case you want to change.
No, it still stays.
Confidence. 50 is what Zach says.
54.
50, 54, I'm going to go with 60. All right then, we want a world record to be set and we want Zach to win. I want to tell you all the last 3 IPL finals, the team chasing has won. I know that teams don't go out looking at these records, but this is a record that Punjab will want to look at. Thank you, Joyda. Thank you, Zach. We will be back at the 10-hour point with all the updates. Thank you so much for watching Voltas Presents Cricbuzz Live.
दिल्ली में आपका स्वागत
ನಿಲ್ದಾಣದ ಕಡೆಗೆ ಹೊರಟಿರುವವರೇ
Hyderabad Punjab Express Saiyami Station, Netaji Bhavan. Cricbuzz.